Marbs here. Every so often a game comes along that offers something completely different. AA teams with small budgets, bringing the thunder with games like A Plague's Tale, the Hellblade series, Lies of P, and my new personal favorite, Expedition 33. These games provide a different blueprint for game development that could prove very interesting with publishers that focus on signing small studios with big dreams that are delivering projects that rival some of the big budget AAA titles. This is a trend that I think will continue. How about Echoes of the End? This by far is one of the most visually stunning games I've played this year, along with Expedition 33. It delivers an Unreal-powered environment that is a cinematic presentation that will rival many AAA titles on the Xbox. The game requires a 41 gig download on fast storage, and it is only offered by publisher Deep Silver as a digital download in the Xbox Store. However, it is also available for PS5 and Steam. There are no plans at this time for a physical edition, but you never know what the future may hold. The game offers two graphic settings modes on the Xbox Series X, a 30 FPS quality mode that targets a quality over frame rate approach, and a 60 FPS mode which targets frame rate over quality, and frame rate bringing the priority. In some situations and in cutscenes, I saw little difference, but in some action sequences, it was clear that there was some struggle in frame rate in the 30 FPS mode. However, the 60 FPS mode I found looked fine and was highly playable. I suspect that developers will continue to optimize and tune the game for stability and frame rate, and performance will improve over time. The game offers three different types of skill settings. Now, one focused with the delivery of the story and less on the fighting, which is probably the preferred mode for a beginner. Then we have a balanced mode, which balances the story and the fighting. And of course, the hardcore mode, which is bring it on, and I guess is the most challenging. It won't be something that I'll be engaged in. Now, Echoes of the End is set in the shattered lands of EMEA, once ruled by the mighty Empire, but now teetering on the brink of war. You play as Rhine, a formidable vestige born with a volatile agent magic. During what should have been a routine patrol with her brother Cor, the two are ambushed by soldiers from the neighboring kingdom of Reginald, and led by a dark vestige named Zara. In the chaos, Cor is captured, and Ryan is rescued by Abram Finley, a brooding scholar that is best described as an unlikely ally. Now the two must work together, Ryan to save her brother, and Abram to uncover Reginald's conspiracy before the conflict ignites. Now, this story is rooted in their partnership, and these two characters must learn to trust each other and work together to traverse a story full of danger, betrayal, and impossible odds. The game offers 10 meticulously crafted cinematic chapters. Echoes of the End is not an open world game, but that works to its advantage, I think. Which is not to say that the game does not offer visual scale, because it does. Indeed, it is not chock full of endless fillers and side quests. Instead, the developers focused on the main story, which I think keeps you interested in the game and its narrative. I don't think I felt like the tasks at hand were filler or had no importance or no urgency in the story, and I think that is something that other developers could learn from. It did feel urgent and important, and I really appreciated that, as it made the story more fun. At this time, we're not aware of any plans for additional DLC content, but anything's possible, and clearly, judging by the story, that could happen. Development of Echoes of the End began way back in 2016, making it a 9-year journey from concept to release. Along the way, Makar Games partnered with publisher Deep Silver, the same company behind Metro, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Dead Island, and Saints Row, among others, to get help to get the game out the door. Now, the team wanted to hit blockbuster level production values, which on a AA budget is hard. But I do think the team found innovative ways to make the game by doing things like scanning their voice actors as doubles, digital doubles. Yep, that's right. And combine this with extensive motion capture to work and achieve a level of photorealism that you probably have rarely seen from a studio's debut title. In that end, I think the effort paid off. Echoes of the End delivers visuals and presentations that easily stand along many AAA titles. And it's yet another example of how smaller studios using Unreal Engine 5 are turning heads, with production values that were thought impossible for these smaller studios. It is done at a more reasonable cost than many AAA games, and believe me, the biggest names in the industry are taking note. So what is Echoes of the End? What about the gameplay? Well, the game is a blend of fast-paced combat with physics-driven puzzles and cinematic exploration, packaged into an adventure that kept me interested in the story and the plot. Now, Echoes offers a good mix of fluid swordplay and devastating magic, which allows you to change light and heavy attacks and pull off counters, and then flip the fight with powers like gravity manipulation and illusions. The puzzles added to the game and really did keep things interesting. Ryan can sprint, climb, and even slide down slopes like momentum-filled action heroes, similar to what we saw in Atlas Falling's sliding mechanics, if you want a good comparison. With the gameplay of 10 chapters, the challenges keep evolving, from crashing into human soldiers and facing towering monsters, all while navigating treacherous and ever-changing landscapes together. I thought Echoes of the End was good, very immersive. The immersive nature of the story kept asking me what happens next, and it makes you want to get to the next chapter, which I think is the best thing for a game like this to make people want to do. Now, it offers an immersive ride from start to finish and keeps the player entertained, which is where a lot of games do come up short. The balance of solid gameplay with compelling narrative, it's difficult to find a lot of games that get this right, but Echo seems to really get this and know that this is what it takes to play a game like this. Now, I think Echoes of the End delivers a cinematic AAA style experience crafted by a small Icelandic studio, Makar Games, and once again, I think it goes to show that AA developers can really bring it when they have the right concept, the right team, and the right story. Also, again, it shows the power of the Unreal Engine 5 is able to turn out graphics, and that is something we continue to see over and over again, is how this technology is being used by studios all over the world with incredible results. This is a game worth checking out, and if you like what you see here, you know, it would be great if you'd hit that subscribe button for me so you don't miss the next video. My name is Barbs. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.